Hello everyone, it is Heavenly Blue once again. As you can see, I feel amazing. Let me show you my outfit because I look amazing too. I feel, as you can see, starting off on an amazing note. As you know, one thing I wanted to cover, this is something very specific for me because I'm not fully there yet. And by not fully there is anything can happen. By the snap of a fingers, and you know that. You know that anything is capable, anything could happen to me where I get in a relationship and they're gone. That's how it works. Yes, it's very simple and very easy. And that's why it's always important to remain yourself no matter what. But I know it's hard because, like I said, by the snap of a finger, you're gone. But that's okay though. That's where self-awareness comes in, where you remember who you are by writing certain things down. That's important. I know you're thinking, what are you talking about? No one's finna forget themselves. But you do. I did. I forgot who I was dealing with people. It's okay. It happens. It's where you change. You revolve into something new. That's okay. It happens to the best of us. It happens to the most of us. That's okay. But I'm going to explain to you today how to heal from relationships, friendships, because that's important. Let's heal together. I know you're thinking, what do I need to heal from? You need to heal from yourself. And by yourself, your overthinking, your thoughts that make you go crazy. Let's heal together. Yeah, let's get started. Before we get started, let's start off with a pen and paper. Let's write down every single thing that this person has did to you, okay? Let's write down every single little detail, specifically the main event that changed you, that you think about every single day. Yeah, it could be your trauma, anything that this person did to you. Let's think about it. Let's think about it. Let's think about it, and really, I know it's probably like, what, I don't want to think about it, but you have to. In order to heal from your relationship that put you through it, that changed your mental, that took away your friends, you have to write down the most important thing that made you go crazy. And do you know what that is? Okay, write it down. Specifically, write it down and write down every little detail that this person put you through so you know you won't go back. So you know it's important to heal. You done? But most importantly, before all of this, make sure you left. And that's okay, I'll wait. I will wait as long as you need me to. I will wait step by step. I will wait 5 years. I will wait 10. I will wait eternity. Do you know why? Because it's so important to wait on your journey. Because if you go cold turkey, you will always end up going back. Do you hear me? If you go cold turkey, it's not the best place it's not the best thing to do at all. Going cold turkey is like saying I'm done, but you're really not, because you went cold turkey. Healing takes time. Healing is patient. Healing is you. In order to heal, you need to take it step by step, day by day, and that is why I tell you I will be here for you. I will wait as long as you need me to, because that's what matters. If I'm rushing you, that's another thing. If you ever get rushed in your life, never take it. You need to be on your time, and that goes for going to places. That goes for waking up. If you start your day off by rushing, the day is ruined. Never be rushed by anyone when it's your life. Never be rushed by anyone when it is your life. I don't care what are you doing. Hurry up. No. What I gotta hurry up for? Then you're not gonna go. You understand? Don't let me rush you. Don't let anyone rush you. Don't let your people rush you. Don't let your friends rush you. You take your time. Because in something so mind-changing, it's so important you do not rush the process. This is important for your health and you. You need to be as patient as you can be. And by that, I mean go back as many times as you need to. What did I tell you? I will be here. You keep going back. Keep going back until you really start to feel something. Keep writing things down until you can't anymore. Go back to your notes. Go back to your notes. Yeah, he did this to me. She did this to me. They did that to me. Let me write down something new. I felt very uncomfortable today with this situation. Write down everything that been weird to you, everything that's playing a different piece in you that shouldn't. This happened today. I don't know how I should feel about it. Write that down. Because when you are fully healed, you shall go back and see these notes as I was blinded. And I needed to see this, and now I can think straight now. What was I going through? What was I doing? This is crazy. That's why it's important to write down everything down you are currently going through as you're still in the relationship. Okay? Write it all down. Write it all down. Take your time and write it all down. Keep going back. Write it all down. Do you understand? I have been through situations where I was love blinded myself, and it has ruined friendships, relationships with parents, relationships with siblings, relationship with loved ones. You understand? It has ruined everything. And that's why it's so important to be patient with this, because the fact that it has messed with everything around you, you need to come back in the right manner to show everyone that this is you now. Okay? So yes, be patient. That's the first step in all of this. Be patient and just know you are not alone. Ooh, you are not alone. Never rush the process and never say you're leaving. Never say you're leaving. When you are ready to leave, you will leave. That's okay. Take your time. Take your time. What are you in a rush for? What are you gonna do when you're done and just to feel still the same? Oh, I'm done. I'm really done this time. I'm just not dealing with it. No, you better not do that, because you are still there, and it's important to never rush this serious process of being in a relationship. So yes, most importantly, write everything that's making you uncomfortable down. Hide it if you need to, and whatever you do, don't speak on any of this to anyone. Don't speak on what you're doing to anyone. This is a serious spiritual process that you need to take upon with yourself and God, most importantly, because God is in you, God is you. Remember that. What you need to do is you need to take all this and keep it private for yourself and for your sake, of course, because when you speak on things out loud, they start to, when you speak on things out loud and people hear them around you, they start taking you as a joke, like, man, that ain't gonna happen. It will happen because you kept it to yourself. This is another thing. When I start meeting friends and stuff, I always tell them, please respect my privacy of my life. Because once you start making things known to others, bad things start happening around you. Why? What? How does bad things start happening around you? It's because people start to know. And that, in this case, you need to keep your relationship healing private. If you start telling everyone, yeah, I'm healing from this, I'm trying to leave, I'm trying to do that, you would never leave. When you start telling people what you're gonna do next, you will never do it. That's why it's so important to keep this healings to yourself, because you are still in the process of healing and you are not done yet. When you are fully done and achieve these goals, you shall tell the world, tell whoever you want, or keep it to yourself still. But right now, you're in a spot where you need to do this privately and alone and keep this up with God. Okay, and in that being said, I've personally been through things where I couldn't see a single thing. I couldn't even tell you anything. You can hear, you could visually see everything this person is doing to you. You're getting cheated on, beat on. This person is using you, anything. But guess what? You don't see that because you see love. Love is so important to see, of course, but love for the right person, love for yourself first, most importantly. Some people forget that in a relationship so deep. They feel they need to do this because they've been with someone for so long. No, that is not the case. I don't care if it's been 80 years, 40. You shall put yourself first no matter what, please. And like I said, be patient though. You better hear what I'm saying, but take it step by step. And with that being said, with the first most important thing of all of this is being self-aware of what you got going on. If I was in a relationship right now, this goes for friends too, by the way, because I was love blinded by friends. I was love blinded by my female friends who did me dirty in the most ways. I did everything for them. Stopped sleep for them, stopped working for them, stopped everything around me for them just so they can be happy because they weren't right in their life. And I looked behind me, I realized I'm lacking a lot of things for myself. I realized I was losing a lot of money. I realized I was losing a lot of family because I was rushing just to see her, just to see how she's doing, because she was going through it. She was going through it so bad. No matter how much I gave her, no matter how much I did, she was still very unhappy. If they are still very unhappy with you, that means it was never you. It is their own problems. They are blinded themselves. They can't see you because they are going through it themselves. No matter how much you do, no matter how much you put on them, they are going through. And that's why it's so important when someone is healing around you, you stay as far away from them as you can. I mean that mentally, by the way, not physically. Have as many friends as you want. Have as many relationships as you want. But never get too involved with what they got going on and how they're, I can't do this. I'm so depressed. Keep that as away from you as you can. It's so important to stay away from the unhappy. You can always help as much as you want. Just like me, I can help as much as I want, but never dig too deep. Never throw I forgot that saying. Let me just sum this up a different way. Never tell all what you have to know to every single person around you. Never feed into one person. You can do 3 hours on one person, 3 hours the next. Always leave room for yourself. You can hear everyone as much as you can, but always leave room for yourself. My mistake was I didn't leave any room for myself. Before you know it, it was time for bed. Before I knew it, I couldn't even wake up and look in the mirror. I just ran to them. I wanted to see them instead. I wanted to bring them in the mirror and be behind them. And with dealing with friends like that, it's so important to stay away from the unhappy and the unlucky. And by that, I mean when you are creating new people and new relationships and new men around you, it's so important to always know who they are first. If they're dealing with pain and you're entering their life, run. Run. That is not your problem. Their problem needs to be fixed with them first, and they shall come back healed. And if this is the right person, they will come back for you. If they're not, they won't. But never wait for anyone. If they are the right person, they shall come back for you, and that's okay. But yeah, we're dealing with friends. If you talk to someone, no, I'm going through it, I just can't, but we can still be friends. Can you help me? Can you help guide me? Absolutely not. God shall guide you. You shall find God. I am just the speaker. I shall just tell you that's where you need to go. I am just the guider. Run up to me. Yeah, this is where you should go. Thank you, bye. That is who I am. I understand that it's so hard to not want to be there for someone. You want to be there for everyone. I understand it's so hard that you see them and like, I want to help them so bad because I feel like a bad person. No, you're an amazing person for listening and understanding. Now with the simple saying, find God, they should, and they will. And with finding God, you find yourself. You start seeing new things around you. You start revolving all around you like, oh, I see this now. I see happiness. I see peace. And that shall be in you once you find yourself, but you have to do it alone. In order to find yourself first before making new relationships and friends, you have to take real deep isolation. You have to take a deep rest. Some people call it being depressed, and that's okay. Being depressed is not just going into a deep isolation of pain and suffering and never coming out. Going into a deep rest is fully taking your big character off and finding yourself, going back and really thinking, this is who I really want to be now. But let me take time to rest from that character, and I shall take this and sleep on it. That's what's going into a deep rest means. Never take pain and all of this into pain. Take it as a healing. I shall go through this pain, so I shall heal now. So a part of this, I'm saying this because I know you've been with this person for years. I know you've been dealing with them for years. You have been seeing only them. But in order, what did I say? In order to be comfortable, you need to get uncomfortable first. You know that. Everyone, you know that. I tell you this every day. In order to get comfortable, you need to be comfortable, okay? So that's the most important thing of all. So that being said, you need to feel this pain. You need to feel the most lowest feeling ever. And then you'll bounce back. That's all a part of leaving someone. You're leaving someone you were so used to. You got to get uncomfortable first, and that uncomfortable is pain. Go through this pain. Do you understand? Go through this pain. Go through whatever you need to feel. Do you understand? That's most important. That's very important. So that's what you truly need to go through to feel. Another thing, even with relationships, I have been through men who couldn't see me at all. They couldn't even feel me or understand me, but yet I was still understanding them. I wanted them to hear me so bad. I put in my all just for them to say type shit. That's all you gotta say to me, but yet I still fell for them. Why? Because that's how love blind works. You think they're your match. You think they're your type because they're showing you things that's not even them. They're showing you things that they're reflecting. They see a little 2% of you. Like, oh, that's her. I'm about to match that real quick just so she can feel this. They don't want that. They don't even know who you really are. You need to know yourself. Get out of that situation and you'll feel new. You'll be new. You'll be happy. That's so important. I ask God to show me something different for once. I ask God, heal me from these men, God. Please heal me from these men. So God gave me the worst man in history. God gave me the devil himself. Oh my gosh. This man hurt me so bad. Here I am now. This man hurt me so bad. This is how I changed. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? I am now at peace because God put me through the worst. He gave me a man so evil. He did me so dirty. I am so pure. I told this man I'm into poetry. I told this man I love God. I told this man everything. He said, yeah, I'm so happy you like God. I'm so happy. And guess what? He did me just like anyone else who doesn't even care for God. And with that being said, that's why it's so important to find yourself. God said, hey, watch this. You want to see something new, Heaven? Heaven, you want to feel something different? Let me show you something. Come here, Heaven. God said, come here, Heaven. Let me show you something. I said, okay, God. He gave me a new vision. He put me through the worst with this man just so I can feel this right here. It's a journey. It's all part of the step. So with that being said, this happened for a reason. You go through that with that man. You go through that with that woman. Go through the worst with that woman. You gave her all. You gave her your money. You let her do whatever she wants. But guess what? You needed to go through that to feel different. Now it's your time to see. You want to see what I see? Go through pain. Okay. If you want to feel as amazing as I do, go through pain. And I'm telling you, that's all a part of feeling different. How are you supposed to feel different? I tell you this all the time. I'm going to tell you this until you get it, and then I'll move on. This is the first chapter of it all. Once you start saying, you know what? I understand what she's saying. And then I'll move on to the next chapter. But for now, we're going to focus on feeling pain. That's what I really want you to understand. You need to feel these things to really feel different. Feel as much pain as you can, and you shall see beauty. I ask God, please heal me. So he gives me pain. Thank you, God, for giving me pain. Because pain is where it starts. Pain is a new vision. Pain is feeling, why do I have to feel this? You have to feel that to know different. I understand it sucks, but pain is temporary. I know what you're thinking. No, it's not. Yes, it is. If you make it temporary, you keep going through new stages, new healings. You had to feel this pain. You're going to feel that pain. You're going to keep feeling pain. It's temporary. You put it on hold, and then you go on your next journey, and then you got to feel that pain again. That's what life is. When you start understanding, you have to feel pain to live a better life. You just have to know when to stop feeling it and to move on to the next pain. Do you understand? That is deep. I understand that, and I will keep saying that until you get it. I know when you'll get it because I'll stop saying it. Trust me. I'll know when you get it because I will truly stop saying it. You understand? So yeah, that plays the biggest impact in everything. My relationship with men has ruined friends. Friends have left me because they're like, you're changing. Yeah, that's all a part of the healing process of going through this. Dang, everyone around me just thinks I'm changing. Nobody likes the man I'm with, anything. Nobody likes the man you're with because you have went back so many times and you're telling everyone around you that they did this to me, they hate me, they beat on me, they take my money. You need to keep those things private when it comes to healings. No one would ever know. If you're going through pain, you need to go through it. You need to stop telling everyone your problems and take it as it is and heal from that. Everyone knows this person is a bad guy, so he shall be a bad guy because you tell him he's a bad guy, then you go right back. That's where delusions start coming and people start thinking you're crazy. You're not crazy. You're going through something privately. It was so private, you need to keep it private. Why is everyone knowing? Why does everyone know that he's a bad guy? You told him, but now you hate everyone around you for thinking he's a bad guy? Okay, stop telling everyone he's a bad guy. Stop. You can go through anything in the world, keep it private as much as you can. Or you can have that one person that knows everything. But that's rare because people like to talk. People get bored. They feed off telling people's information. That's why it's so important to keep to yourself. If you're dealing with a man, a woman, keep that to yourself because people don't understand. People don't care. Who cares though? God. God cares and God hears. So that's mostly important that when you're healing, you keep these things private because you are still healing. Imagine me saying, girl, he cheated on me again. Like, I'm just not going to do it. Next day, we're okay. I mean, I love him. So keep it to yourself because you are still healing. You're going to probably go through that 40 more billion times. You're going to keep telling yourself every single day, I hate this man. I want to leave him, but you can't because you are still healing. It is a patient process. Stop telling people this. Stop telling people you're going to leave him when you can't. Keep that to yourself. And that's so important why this is a part of the healing process. I shall go in depth every single day with you about how to heal. But for now, the first step in all of this is to write it down. I'm going to tell you every single day, I'm going to be patient with you. Don't worry. Don't rush this process and don't say you understand. Not yet. It's okay. Not yet. But in this journey that I shall be here for you, you shall first write everything down that you're feeling. Okay? That's okay. Write every single thing down that you're feeling. That's the first step. Second step, be aware. Be aware that this is not what you want, but I know I can't leave. This is not what I want, but I can't leave right now. That's okay. It's okay. Don't feel ashamed. Don't feel anything. Even if you already told people like, I'm gonna leave. All right, stop that now then. It's okay. I know you already told people that's okay, but stop it now. We're gonna do this privately and together. So with the first 2 steps with all this, write everything you need to down when it comes to what's bothering you, what's really triggering you, but you can't really leave. And being self-aware of, I want change, and I'm gonna slowly be patient and try. So thank you. Once again, this is Heavenly Blue. Follow this journey on healings, and I shall guide you and see you for you because that's what I'm here for. I'm your respected responder, and I shall listen to you with all your problems and guide you in specific patient order of what you need to do to heal. Once again, if you want to hear more and if you want to follow this journey, like and subscribe. Once again, I am Heavenly Blue. Thank you for this word, y'all.